All right, good morning. Again, my name is Amanda Bryant, and this morning I have a nice all-around, gentle, restorative, deep stretch practice sequence for us with an emphasis on neck and shoulders. So releasing some tightness and tension, taking that rounding out from sitting at a desk, opening up the chest, and giving a little bit more range of motion through the neck and shoulders. So that's the focus of today's all-around gentle class. So it's a 45-minute class. We'll end in Shavasana. But today, I would like to start supine, recline. So you'll come onto your back with your knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Rest your knees in on each other. Bring the back of your head to your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Arms out, palms up. Gently close your eyes. Pull your tailbone a little farther away from you. Pull it towards your heels. Lengthen your low back. And just begin to breathe deeply. In through your nose, out through your nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. And set an intention for today's class. What do you need out of your practice? What brought you here this morning? As I said, maybe it's to release some tightness and tension, or to get a little energy for the day ahead. Set your intention. And then begin to observe your breath. Don't change it, just observe it. Notice the location of your breath. Does it start low and rise up? Does it start high and radiate out? Observe the speed of your breath. Is it fast or is it slow? Notice the depth of your breath. Is it shallow or is it deep? Observe the texture of your breath. Is it rough or smooth? Notice the phrasing of your breath. Are your exhales longer than your inhales? And observe the overall quality of your breath. Is it labored or is it invigorating and rejuvenating? So as we move through class with these long, deep stretches, seek out your edge, right? That fine line between pain and sensation. Maintain a connection with your breath. Lengthen your exhales. Take a few more moments here. Check in with your intention once more. Then from here, we'll do some shoulder circles to open up the shoulders. So with the back of your head on your mat, your knees bent, resting in on each other. Circle your arms up over your head. Reach straight back. Exhale, bring your fingertips down towards your knees. Again, circle with the backs of your hands just grazing the floor. Reach out as you circle up. Feel that huge range of motion. Exhale, fingertips down towards your knees. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Again, huge, big, exaggerated circles. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, fingers towards the knees. 2 more, inhale. Again, reach out as you circle up and back. Big motion and down. 1 more. Inhale, backs of your hands just graze the floor, reach back, hold it here. Now turn your palms towards each other. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears as you reach back. 1 more deep breath. Now exhale, rotate your arms in, bring the palms of your hands down towards the floor and circle down with the back of your head on the mat. Inhale, bring your hands back. Again, exhale, internally rotate your arms so your palms face the floor, just grazing the floor. Reach out as you circle down. 3 more like this. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, palms down, circle down. Again, reach out. You want an exaggerated circle in your shoulder. 2 more. Inhale, up. Apart. Bring the hips into this and move with your breath a bit more. So it'll look like this. Inhale up, exhale down. So drive your heels into the floor, feet should be hip distance apart. Again, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Now we'll reverse the breath. So as we push the hips up, we'll do that on an exhale. So inhale, exhale, push up. Inhale down, exhale up, inhale down. 2 more like this. Does this change the effect for you? Exhale up, inhale down. Last one. Inhale, exhale up, inhale down. Nice job. So we'll take advantage of this supine reclined position and open up the hips a little bit. So from here, take your right ankle and place your right ankle a few inches above your left knee. Lift your left foot up off the floor. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Rest the back of your head on the mat. Now you have the option here, if you'd like, you can extend your left leg up towards the ceiling, drive your heel up, or you can keep it bent. You can also interlace your fingers over that left shin if that's available to you, the deeper stretch. Regardless of where your hand is here, where your leg is here, take a deep inhale, pull this left leg towards you. As you exhale, press your right elbow into your right leg, push it away. Again, pull with your left, push with your right. Pull your tailbone down, deep in that stretch. Feel that in your right hip, where your hamstring meets your glute. Again, pull with the left, push with the right, pull your tailbone down. Breathe. The deep stretch, so take your time with it. Pull with the left, push with the right, pull your tailbone down. Press your heels away. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release. All right, from here, we're gonna keep this right leg on top, but squeeze your legs together. You're just tightening the cross. The right leg is still on top, back of your head on the mat. Grab both knees and pull them in towards your chest. Pull your tailbone down, how to flatten your back against the mat. So you're squeezing these knees in towards your chest. This will stretch the outside of your hip as we internally rotate your legs. Deep breaths. Pull your knees in, pull your tailbone down. You can slide your hands down towards your ankles if that's a better stretch for you, and play around with it here. 2 more deep breaths. So we're going from an external rotation in that right knee to internal rotation. Breathe. Inhale. And release. We'll switch sides. So left ankle above your right knee. Interlace behind that right leg. Pull your toes back. You can extend that right leg if you'd like. You still have those options. Back of your head on the mat. Inhale, pull your right leg towards you. Exhale, use your left elbow, press that left leg away. Keep pressing your heels away. Breathe. Inhale, pull your right leg towards you. Exhale, press your left knee away with your left elbow. Pull your tailbone down. Connect with your breath. Inhale, pull the right. Exhale, push the left. Pull your tailbone down. Deep breaths. One more deep breath. All right, release your right leg. Keep the left leg on top, cross it over your right. Squeeze your knees together. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Again, the back of your head stays on the floor. Wrap your forearms around your shins or your knees. Pull your tailbone down. Squeeze your knees together. Press your heels away. Again, you can slide your hands down to your ankles if that's a good stretch for you. Feel this deep stretch in your left hip. Breathe. Pull your knees in. Pull your tailbone down. One more deep breath here. All right, release the cross. Feet back down, feet hip distance apart. Pull your navel in. Pull your windshield wiper your knees just to bring some balance back to your hips and your spine. Back of your head on the mat. Inhale, pull your navel in. Exhale, bring both knees to the right. Inhale, bring your knees back up. Exhale, knees to the left. One more time each side. Inhale up, exhale to the right. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Inhale up, roll all the way onto your right side and push yourself up. Whew. All right. Now we're going to start working on these shoulders with a deep shoulder stretch. So from here, with the back of your head over the base of your spine, sit nice and tall. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Notice which index finger is on top. That's your dominant hand, right? Left, so for mine, it's my left finger, index finger is on top. From here, inhale, exhale, push your palms away. Pull your shoulders down. Breathe. So my wrists are the same height as my shoulders. So we're 3 movements at the same time. Draw your shoulders down, press your palms away, and squeeze your elbows in. Sit nice and tall. Stay where you are from the side. Your arms are parallel to the ground. Remember, shoulders down, palms away, elbows in. Now from here, bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Stretch the side of your neck. Shoulders down, elbows in, palms away. Feel the weight of your head pull down, stretching the side of your neck. Inhale, bring your head up. Exhale, bring your other ear to the other shoulder. Feel that stretch in the side of your neck. Deep breaths. One more breath. Inhale, bring your head up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Now, change your grip. So you're still interlacing your fingers, but bring the opposite index finger on top. This will change the stretch. All right? Should feel a little awkward. From here, push your palms away, and now bring your arms up and over your head. A little bit more challenging. Same thing. Shoulders down. You want a lot of room around your neck. Shoulders down, elbows in, press your palms away. Shoulders down, elbows in, press your palms away. As if you're leaning against a wall behind you. Avoid rounding forward. Sit up nice and tall. Shoulders down, elbows in, palms up. Breathe. Now from here, let your head fall forward. Feel the weight of your head stretch the back of your neck. Let the weight of your head fall forward. Stretch the back of your neck. Keep those shoulders down, elbows in, palms up. Now slowly lift your head up. Go in the opposite direction. Let the weight of your head fall back. Stretch the front of your neck. Shoulders down, elbows in, palms up. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, head up. Slowly bring your arms down, bend your elbows. Whew. Nicely done. All right, right hand at your side. Inhale, circle your arm up. Exhale, pull to the side, stretching the side body here. Reach and breathe. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Avoid rounding forward. Reach up and over. Deep stretch from the tip of your fingers down to your hip. Inhale, pull your navel and come up. Exhale, switch side. Inhale up. Exhale, pull.
Gaze up at the ceiling from underneath your arm. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. All right, so we did this last week. We're going to fold forward and release your low back. So remember, as you fold forward, depth is not as important as maintaining a flat back. So stay where you are. Forward fold with the flat back. Not rounded with your head towards the floor. Flat back, shoulders down, hands in front of you. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. You start to round, back it up. Look down at the mat. You should feel this in your hamstrings. I'm going to pull your tailbone down. Gaze down to the mat, breathe. Pull your chest towards the floor, not your head to the floor. Your chest towards the floor. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, walk your palms to the left. Lean into your right shoulder. Square your shoulders towards the floor. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands in the opposite direction. Lean into that shoulder. Feel that deep stretch from your fingertips down to the side, to your side, low back. Breathe. One more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Slowly walk yourself back up. Change the cross of your legs, just like with the interlaced fingers. Bring the opposite leg out front. Feel your hips realign and readjust. We're gonna fold straight forward. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold forward. Fingertips down, flat back. Shoulders down, shoulder blades together behind you. Pull your chest towards your floor, not your head towards the floor. Draw your knees down, pull your tailbone down, breathe. One more deep breath. Inhale, walk your hands back. Whew. All right, now we're gonna come onto your hands and knees. We'll warm up the spine, do a little bit more shoulder work. So, table, wrists directly under your shoulders, spread your fingers out. Flat back, knees underneath your hips, knees hip distance apart, tops of feet directly behind your knees, flat back. Shoulders down. We'll tip the pelvis back and forward to warm up your spine. Inhale, lift your tailbone up, pull your chest through your upper arms. Look a few feet in front of you, keep length in your neck. Exhale, round, gaze at your navel. Inhale, let your belly hang. Exhale, round and press the top of your back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, tip your pelvis forward. Exhale, tip your pelvis back. Inhale, shoulders down, look up, stretch the front of your neck. Exhale, round your back, gaze at your navel. Feel the weight of your head, stretch the back of your neck. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Now, just as we did last week, we'll thread the needles. We'll do more of a focus on the shoulder stretch here. So take a moment and watch me. I'll do it first, and then I'll let you take time on your own to do it. So threading the needle looks like this. Again, watch me first. You're not twisting your neck. Watch me do this. Here we go. I'm going to shift my weight to my left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm up and gaze at your thumb. So this is going to stretch the left side of my neck. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, back up. So you'll do this 3 times. On the third one is where the deeper stretch comes in. So on this third one, you'll reach through. Really important here, rest the side of your head on the mat. All right? And then you push your weight. The closer your hips are to your shoulder, the more pressure is going into your shoulder, and it's a deeper stretch. All right, so you control the depth of this stretch. You can also bring this top arm up and back and get a pec stretch. Open up the front of your chest. You can take as many breaths here as you need. To come out, you come out just as you went in. With your left hand on the floor, you'll pop back up to table, and you'll do the other side. So it's 3 on one side, hold the third, 3 on the other, hold the third. When you're done, push back to child's pose and rest here, okay? So I'll cue the first one on the first side, and then I will give you about 3 minutes to do both sides. Again, play around with it. What feels good on one shoulder may not feel the same on the other, okay? So take your time, move with your breath. You reach through on the exhale because you want to wring out your lungs. So I'll cue the first one, and then 3 on one side, hold the third, 3 on the other. All right, shift your weight to your left hand. Here we go. Inhale, reach up, gaze at your thumb, stretch the side of your neck. Exhale, wring out your lungs, reach through. Inhale, reach back up. Take it from there. 3 on one side, move with your breath. You reach up when your lungs are filled with air to open up that chest. You reach through on the exhale, squeeze it out, wring it out. Move slowly. Move with your breath. Let your breath guide this twist. And as you work your way into that static third position that you hold, make sure to rest your head. You don't want your neck involved. You want it to just rest on the mat, and that way you can play around with the position of the hips. You control the depth of the stretch. Right? The closer your hips are to your shoulders, the deeper the stretch. The farther back, the more relaxed. Don't forget about that option to bring the top arm back. Remember, find your edge, that fine line between pain and sensation. Take your time, play around with it. And then if and when you're ready, you come into the next side, you come out of this just as you went in. Hand down, back up the table, switch sides. Another minute. Notice how different one shoulder stretches and feels compared to the other. If you carry a bag or a purse on one shoulder exclusively, that'll probably affect it. If you tend to cross your legs in one direction over the other, that will also affect it. You should be working your way into child's pose at this point. Bring some balance to the hips, to the shoulders. Even as you reach forward, shoulders down away from your ears. Right? We don't want this crunched up feeling around your neck. Draw your tailbone down towards your heels. Feel the release in your low back. You can come up onto your fingertips and deepen the stretch in the tops of your shoulders if that feels good. Let your head rest. Check in with your intention once more. All right, and then slowly walk your hands back. We're gonna come into a low lunge. So you may wanna fold your mat over a couple times. You will start with your right knee on the mat and your left foot out in front of you. Okay? 2 fist distance from your foot to your knee. You need some room for your pelvis to be able to tilt forward. Your knee should start over your ankle. Your knee should start over your ankle, press that heel into the floor. The top of your foot behind your knee on the floor should be pressed down. All right, hands at your hips. Shoulders down, take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring your hips forward. Lift your chest up, shoulders down. Feel the weight of your body pull down. Gravity's pulling it down over your hips. Stay where you are. I'm gonna rotate around so you can see. Hips forward. Drive the knee towards the top of your toes. Lift your chest up. Use your low back muscles to lift your chest up. Press the top of your foot into the floor. Shoulders down. Once again, interlace your fingers behind your back. Notice which finger's on top. Straighten your arms. Hips forward. Lift your chest up. Work on straightening your arms. Squeeze your elbows together. If your arms are straight, and only if your arms are straight, lift your arms up. Shoulders down. Feel that openness across your chest. Again, only if your arms are straight should you be lifting up. Otherwise, work on straightening your arms. One more deep breath. If your arms are straight and lifted, lower them down. Bend your elbows. Release. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Now, circle your arms up. Bend your right elbow. With your left hand, grab your right elbow. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, and pull to the left. So it's a lateral stretch. We're moving in two different directions. First, we move back. Now we're moving over. Pull. So a deep stretch from your elbow down to your knee. One more deep breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, circle down. From here, walk your hands back, straighten this left leg, lift your toes up. Now you can have your hands on the floor or hands on your waist, but pull your chest towards your foot. Deepen that stretch for that great stretch in your hamstring. Breathe. Drive your heel away. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. Both knees down, take a breath. In child's pose, feel your hips reposition, realign, rebalance. Breathe. All right, and walk it back up. Switch knees. Left knee should be on the mat, right foot out. Again, make sure there's room, a 2 fist distance between your knee and your foot. Hands at your hips. Start with your knee over your ankle, top of your foot behind your knee. Inhale, exhale, push your hips forward, lift your chest up. Stay where you are, I'm gonna rotate. Breathe, feel the weight of your chest and your torso come down over those hips. Drive your knee forward, press your heel down, breathe with the openness to your hip flexor. Now bring your hands behind your back, take the opposite index finger on top. Same thing. Work on straightening your arms. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up. Squeeze your arms straight. Draw those elbows in. If your arms are straight, lift up. Breathe. Keep your hips moving forward. Drive that knee towards the top of your toes. Lift your chest up. One more breath. All right, lower your hands, bend your elbows. We have to do that overhead stretch. So from here, circle your arms up, bend your left elbow. With your right hand, grab that left elbow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull to the right. Look up at the ceiling. Breathe. Deep breaths. Hips forward, chest lift, lateral stretch. Deep stretch from your elbow to your knee. One more deep breath. Inhale, pull your navel in, come back up. Exhale, circle your hands down. Hamstring stretch, hands on the floor. Straighten this left leg. Lift your toes. Hands on the floor or on your hips, but pull your chest towards your foot. Drive your heel away, breathe. Deep breath. Drive that heel away. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knee. Push back, child's pose. Take a breath. All right, walk your hands back. Curl your toes under. We'll come up standing. Whew. All right. So from here, we're going to come into pyramid pose. Pyramid pose with the vine behind your back. So this is a forward fold and a shoulder stretch. So on your mat, come to the front of your mat and step your right foot back, about 3 feet. All right. It's a short stance. Now look at your feet, and they should look like train tracks. Pull your right heel directly behind your right toes. You don't want your foot turned out. You want your hips to be pointing straight ahead, right? If you feel unbalanced, widen your feet. But again, your heel should be behind your toes, right? Contract your legs, tighten up your legs. Bring your hands behind your back, and you have a few options here. This spine, you can grab your wrists, you can grab your elbows, or you can come into reverse namaste. Whichever one is a better stretch, a better bind for you. The point is to take out your ability to round forward, right? If you can continue to round forward, you can deepen up this, you can deepen this bind, all right? So take your bind, if you can round forward, make it tighter, all right? Now this is a forward fold. We're hinging at your hips, but with this bind behind your back, which is stretching the tops of your shoulders and opening up the chest, right? We're reversing that rounding of sitting at your desk, right? We're reversing it. So hands behind your back, take your bind, point your hips straight ahead, right? Tighten up your legs, contract your quads, take a deep inhale, exhale, hinge at your hips, flat back, fold forward, look down at your big toe. Breathe. Feel that intense deep stretch in the back of your left leg. Squeeze your legs together. We're internally rotating, just like we did laying on our back at the beginning of class. When your legs were crossed really tightly, that's an internal rotation. So you should be pushing your left hip back and your right hip forward. Breathe. Feel that stretch in the tops of your shoulders. Deep stretch in your left hamstring. Flat back. One more deep breath. Inhale, tighten up those legs. Exhale, come back up with a flat back. Step forward. Reverse. Step your right foot back. Set up your feet. Your alignment, right? Again, if you felt like you were on a balance beam, widen up your feet. You can go as wide as the mat if you want, just don't shorten your stance. So your heels are behind your toes, both hips are pointing straight ahead. Take your bind. Again, if you are able to round, you need to tighten up that bind. Maybe reach for your elbows or go for full reverse namaste. Take your bind, take a deep inhale, fire up those legs, contract your quads. Exhale, hinge at your hip, fold forward. Breathe. Deep stretch in your right hamstring. Push your right hip back, pull your left hip forward. Internally rotate, squeeze your legs together like scissors. Keep your gaze at your big toe. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, fire up your legs. Come forward. Come up and then come forward. All right. Whew. Little shoulder stretch. All right, now we're gonna bring your shoulders forward, stretch the tops and the backs. So arms out. From here, bring your left arm over your right. And then wrap your forearms around each other, right? The end goal is to bring your palms together. If you can't get your hands together, don't worry about it. You're still squeezing, you're working in that direction. All right, from here, we're just gonna focus on the top half of this. This is Garudasana, this is Eagle Pose. This is typically where we would do something like this. But we're gonna focus just on the upper body, okay? So stay where you are, take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, lift your elbows to the same height as your shoulders. So you'll notice an intense deep stretch in the tops of shoulders here, okay? Now this is one that you can really play around with. No two people look alike in this one. So take what feels good. You wanna find your edge, but you don't want pain, you just want sensation, right? It's a super complex joint, this shoulder, so we're gonna play around with it a little bit. With your elbows at the same height as your shoulders, you can point your fingertips away, towards you, to the left and to the right. Small movements in all those directions will fire up A lot of stuff in these shoulders, so play around with it. Move slowly, but keep your elbows at the same height as your shoulders. Deep breaths. One more breath. Bring those hands back up to neutral. Inhale, exhale, lower your elbows down. Unwrap your arms. And then arms out. We're gonna do the opposite cross. So now your right arm is over your left. Wrap those forearms around each other. Again, one side will always feel different than the other. Take a deep inhale, same thing. Exhale, lift your elbows to the same height as your shoulders. Now you could stop here. This is enough of a deep stretch. You should definitely feel some sensation. You don't have to do all those little directions. They're just little add-ons to see what feels good for you. Again, from here you have the option to go to the left or to the right, or back or forward. So take your time, move slowly, find your edge. Deep breaths. One more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, lower your elbows. Straighten out your arms. All right. And then from here, we'll counter stretch this. This is a great pose to do anytime during the day if you've been crunched over a desk or a table or behind the wheel of a car. This is when you can do it anytime. Bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Bring your fist to your right side. Draw your elbows in towards each other and bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Squeeze those elbows in. So you're stretching along the whole side of your neck, stretching the pecs as well. One more deep breath. Inhale, bring your head back up. Switch sides. You can switch the grip in your hand as well. Elbows in, shoulders down. Tip your head in the opposite direction. Breathe. One more deep breath. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release. Roll your shoulders a couple times. Whew. Then we're gonna come down to the mat. All right, from here, we'll bring some balance to these shoulders. Bring your hands to your sides, a few inches outside of your hips and about 6 inches behind you. All right, so from here, bend your elbows and kind of lean into those elbows. Breathe. Again, stretching the tops of your shoulders. Lean into those elbows. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, keep your hands where you are, but straighten your arms, let your head fall back. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Feel that deep stretch in the tops of your shoulders. One more deep breath. Exhale, bend your elbows. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, pull your chest towards your feet. Fold forward. Breathe. If you have access, you can grab your feet, great. You can grab your shins, great. But pull your chest forward towards your feet. Release your low back. Nice flat back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Pull your chest towards your feet. One more deep breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come onto your back and roll onto your right side. So on your right side, I want you to come into a tight, tight ball. So your ankles, knees, and hips should be stacked, right on top of each other. Come into a tight, tight, tight ball on your right side. Take a deep inhale, keep all of this stacked, but as you exhale, open up your arms into a T and turn your head to the left. Draw that left shoulder down away from your ear and then down towards the floor. Right, we're keeping this a twist. We're releasing all that tightness that we created in the back, and then the shoulders, we're opening it up. So keep your knees, hips, and ankles stacked, come into a tight ball, open up. Feel the weight of that left arm and that shoulder pull down away from your ear and then down towards the floor. 2 more deep breaths on this side. Reach out. Again, not only shoulder down away from your ear, but down towards the floor. Open up some room around that neck. One more deep breath. Inhale, exhale, bring your left arm back over. Now, switch to your left side. Stack it all up. Knees, hips, and ankles, tight ball. Get them nice and stacked, right on top of the other. Inhale, exhale, open up your arms from your head to the right, stretching the other side of your neck. Breathe. Draw your shoulder down away from your ear first, and then down towards the floor. Deepen your exhale, right? We're twisting, we're bringing out the lungs, bringing out the spine. So take advantage of that exhale. Really open up. We created a lot of room in the chest, stretching out the pecs along the neck. Take advantage of that twist. One more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bring that arm back over. Take a breath. Come onto your back. Draw both knees in towards your chest, feet side by side. Bring the back of your head to your mat. Gently rock side to side. Give your spine a little massage. And then stop in the middle. Pull your knees in. Pull your tailbone down. Flatten your back against the mat. Tuck your chin. Pull the back of your neck down towards the mat. Kind of lengthen and flatten your spine as much as you can. Deep breath. And then one at a time, straighten out. Straighten out your legs, come into Shavasana. Bring your arms out to the sides, palms up. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, flat on your back. Pull your tailbone closer towards your heels. Lengthen your low back. Let your toes fan out to the sides. Close your eyes. Relax the muscles in your face. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue drop from the roof of your mouth. Find stillness. Resist the urge to fidget or fixate. Let your thoughts come and go. Feel relaxed. Feel release. Feel calm. Check in with your intention once more. Feel health and feel joy. Feel peace and feel quiet. All right, so our time this morning has come to an end, but please feel free to stay in Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope to see you again. Have a great rest of your day.